Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be recreating this really cool flame red bling set. It's literally so freaking pretty and we're getting right into the video. So I am going in with this color called Royal Nude. This is from Nail Reserve LA. I needed to go in with this color because I needed something that was very opaque. I'm going to be showing you guys the reference picture. It is from Not Polished Tao. Tao, I think is how you say it. Not Polished Tao on Instagram. I absolutely love her work. All her nails are so pretty. And this was a customer requested order, so she requested this set to be remade and she wanted it in a extra long coffin shape, but I was trying to get the same base color, so I'm going to show you guys here. So this is the inspo. She wanted it in red and she wanted extra long coffin like I mentioned earlier. So I'm trying my best to recreate this, and for the base color I did end up going in with 2 coats of that color from Nail Reserve, and then I do 1 coat of Riyas Nails number 112 on top just to add more of a pinkish undertone. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is drawing on my French tips. So I like to do the aim method, especially for really long nails, and I'm just going to make sure that I have a very long brush. So here I believe I'm using a 25mm long brush. I feel like that's something really important that I should tell you guys. I feel like not a lot of people say that when they're making tutorials, like what size brush they're using, but it is very important and it'll literally make or break your design. Trust me, use a long skinny brush for French tips and it'll completely change everything for you. So I'm just going ahead and doing the 2 lines and then doing a little line in the middle where I kind of want my French tip smile line to end. And that just gives me kind of a guide. It doesn't need to be perfect, but once you're doing the smile line, it'll help you a lot so that it does come out as perfect as it can possibly be. And I'm just going ahead and doing that on every single finger. And then to save myself a little bit of time, especially because these are extra long nails, I usually literally go in and take the time to fill in the French tip with the same brush I'm drawing the French tip on with, but I'm actually just going to use the bottle of the black gel polish that I'm using, which is my Lights Out gel polish by Nails by Dev. I love this black. It's so good. It's a 1 coat color. Literally, you don't need 2 coats at all. You guys can just see here how dark it is. It's perfect for hand painting anything. I love it so much. So I'm actually just using the bottle to fill it in. This part just kind of scares me, and I don't do this often because my hands are really shaky. Like, I shake a lot when I'm drawing and stuff. A lot of the time it's because I would wake up early or something to go ahead and work on orders, or sometimes I just have a lot of anxiety. I'm thinking about a lot of other things and my hands shake a lot. Also, do not drink coffee if you're going to be like hand painting a lot of stuff. Only if you're really sensitive to caffeine like I am. I'll literally start shaking if I drink like cold brew or something. That's so random, but I just love talking to you guys. So I am yeah, I'm doing that, and I just wanted to say that really quickly. So now the next thing I have to work on are the flames. So this part was actually kind of difficult, you guys. In the photo, it's actually orange, like a light orangish yellow, and that would be so simple to do because you can make any light color look like a neon. Like, you know what I mean? Because the picture, it looks like neon, so almost like a neon light effect where it looks like it's glowing. So I had to try to replicate that in red by diluting the red without it looking pink. So it was very difficult to accomplish. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. So I had to use more of an orangey red. If you're going to be trying out this design or any type of neon design in general, I highly recommend that you use a red, or yeah, basically if you need to do it with red, use a red that does not have a pinkish undertone. Use one that is very orange based, and that'll help you a lot get that really nice look. I started out with the pinkish red and I didn't realize that I was going to need one that's more orange, so I end up going in with more later. But what you want to do is dilute it with a little bit of base coat or top coat, whatever you feel like using, and you're going to dilute it to give it that neon look. But the first thing you're going to do is draw on your flames with some white gel polish. So I'm using my white painting gel from Madame Glam, and I'm going to be drawing some flames on. I don't know why the flames this day were so difficult for me to do. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm very shaky, and today I felt like I really was kind of like off of it, like out of it, I guess. I think because this day I made like 8 sets or 10, and at this point this was the last set of the day and I was exhausted. I was so tired already. So I think that's why my flames were coming out like kind of more difficult for me. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I'm just going ahead and painting the flames. And for the flames, I am using a brush that's a little bit shorter, a little bit easier to kind of swirl around rather than a long brush. So for like swirlier designs, you definitely want to use like a 9 or 10 millimeter brush. That'll just help you out. I would use like a 9, 10, or even 15 millimeter, but don't use anything longer than 15. And yeah, so I'm just gonna draw on the flames. I'm gonna let you guys watch this. Okay, you guys, so now we are going to have to work on the neon effect. So right here was where it really started to get difficult for me, you guys. I felt like the red was a little bit too opaque. I should have made it a little bit more runny by adding more top coat. So I ended up realizing that it just still looked a little bit pink, but I felt like it needed it because when I added more like orange, I felt like it didn't look red enough. So this was just very difficult to accomplish overall, especially on a black base, because you can't even see the red unless it's on top of the white. You know what I mean? Like you can't even see it because the background is so dark. So it was kind of hard. And I also wanted to say the ring and middle finger did have little hearts in the middle. I just added little hearts right there. But I'm just going ahead and trying to accomplish that neon effect by going ahead and just painting over the white, and then I do go back in with white later to add more detail and stuff, but that's all I'm doing right here. And like I mentioned, if you do this design with any lighter color, it'll literally look so perfect. It'll look so good. Definitely this neon design is not really for like darker colors. Okay, you guys, so now I really wanted to go in with the gold. So I'm already going in with like the outline. This is kind of just like something that was in the picture and it made it look so pretty. But I ended up realizing later that I should add some reddish glitter too, just because I feel like the original creator added the gold because it went really well with the orange. This still went really well though. It looked so pretty, the red and gold together. And I am using my Madame Glam gold paint pot. That's the one I always use whenever I'm using a gold gel, like glitter color. And I am going ahead and just outlining the little hearts and outlining the little flames. This is definitely a design where you can definitely see the flames up close, like if you're looking at the nails up close, but from far you might not really be able to tell what it is. And I still really loved it. They came out so pretty. I'm gonna show you guys the actual finished video at the end, but I did still really love them, even though they were a little more difficult for me to do. Definitely, you guys don't feel discouraged when you're doing a new design. This was something I've never really done before. I've never done like this neon effect, and especially like I mentioned earlier on the black background, but I was still willing to try it out, especially with the color that she wanted and she requested. And she still loved the nails, even though they didn't come out exactly like I envisioned, but I still loved them, and so did she, so that's all that matters. And yeah, so I'm just adding the gold, and I do end up adding a little bit of red glitter as well later. It's just like a red glitter gel polish from D&D, but you can't really even tell. I honestly add more of the gold. So yeah, I'm doing that. And you guys, I feel like this is a perfect transition to start doing more fall and Christmas nails. I'm really excited to get back into it. It's just like life has been so hectic and I've been dealing with so much personal things. And you guys, I feel like this always happens randomly, like at the worst times. It's crazy, but I know everything happens for a reason. But yeah, I'm just going ahead and doing this, and then we are going to add some gems after. The gems are like literally my favorite part ever. So for the gems, I'm going to be using my Macart Rhinestone Gel. I do love this Rhinestone Gel, but you guys, I highly recommend you use Zule's, just because Zule's nail glue will never let your stones fall off on a matte top coat. And this one, I feel like sometimes it might. I don't know why. It's just something about the matte. Like you might need to roughen up the surface a little bit before you apply your gems. I started realizing that like later on recently. So what I'm going to be doing is continuing to use Zule, even though I hate the way it dries. Like I wish Zule made a really like bulletproof like gel that is like the one she has that dries in the air, but like different. I feel like there's like no UV LED gel that's gonna work as good as the Zule regular glue works, even if I don't know, I think it's just something about it curing in the UV light. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys, if you're using a UV light glue for your rhinestones and you're having trouble with it, make sure you're double curing it. Cure it all the way, like make sure it's curing a lot. And if you need to roughen up the surface a little bit, do that as well. That might help. I just wanted to say that in case any of you guys are struggling. And now we're going to be pulling out some red rhinestones. These ones are from, I think they're from AliExpress. I really love the rhinestones from there. And I do use only glass rhinestones because I clean them with acetone. If you use like plastic kind, the acetone will definitely melt your rhinestones away if you clean them off after. So I just wanted to say that really quickly. You'll know right away if they're glass or plastic by that way. And I'm just going ahead and applying them just like the photo. So here I am finishing up the rhinestone placement, and I also, of course, at the end of every single one of my sets, even if I don't show it, I always make sure to file the edges just to make them really nice and crisp. I like to just do that because I feel like it gives a really nice clean shape towards the end. You could even wipe the edges off with a little bit of acetone if you feel like you can tell that they've been filed, in case you're having a problem with that as well. And you could even use a little buffer to buff them at the edges as well if you want to. And then this is the final result before I ended up filing them right here. And then I feel like they came out so pretty regardless of anything that I had trouble with. And this is the actual finished video. You guys can definitely tell up close that they're flames with glitter, and they're so pretty. I love this set. I was so obsessed with it, to be honest. When I was recording it, I just loved the outcome. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have so many more videos coming, so stay tuned. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't already, and please turn on that bell notification so you're notified whenever I make a new upload. I know that sometimes YouTube doesn't notify, so just make sure you turn it on and off and then back on. And yeah, you guys, I just wanted to say that, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.